Shri P.P. Chowdhury.
Thank you very much, sir, for affording me an opportunity to participate in the Repealing and Amendment Bill 2014. I extend my thanks to Honorable Law Minister for bringing this bill, because the law, which is obsolete and lost its significance, and the Law Commission has also recommended that such type of law should be repealed. And this is a periodical measure. And this measure was first taken if we see, go back, then in 1950 to 2001. Only in 2001, we have taken this exercise. And again, after the passage of such a long time, from 2001 to now, this amendment bill, this bill for repeal has been brought before this August House. It should have been much earlier. But it is, this move is in consonance with the agenda of our Prime Minister Narendra Ji Modi to do away with archaic law which lost its significance. Now the statute book, we don't want to keep the statute book unnecessarily heavy. I would also like to suggest, Honorable Law Minister, that even the pre-World War Second Era law still exists. And I would like to suggest that some of the law, even the 1950 till now, we could not have taken exercise with respect to that law. That relate to even one of the Criminal Law Amendment Act 1938. Basically, that law punished Indians who dissuaded persons to join war. It was enacted to punish persons who made public speeches to dissuade people from enlisting in the defense forces and from taking part in any war in which the British Empire was engaged. By this law, the British Empire even punished acts prejudicial to the recruitment of persons to serve in the armed forces of the Union. This act was meant to serve the need of the British Empire and now is redundant. Not only this type of law, there are also such type of law that become the dead wood, and now there is no reason to keep our statute book unnecessarily heavy. And I request the Honorable Law Minister to bring all such law. Now, sir, I would also like to suggest I would also like to give my opinion to Honorable Law Minister that whenever we bring any law, then I think, in my opinion, the legislative competence of the Parliament, the legislative competence of the state legislature is there in the Constitution and Article 246 of the Constitution of India. And so far Article 246(1) is concerned, it speaks about the list first of the 7th schedule, which is termed as Union list. The Parliament is competent to legislate with respect to that. And the Article 246(2), it's related to list 3rd of the 7th schedule, that is a concurrent list. The state legislature and Parliament both are competent to legislate with respect to the concurrent list. And as well, Article 246(3) relate to list 3, second, which is the state list. The state legislature is competent to legislate. So while bringing any amendment or any bill before this August House, I request the Honorable Law Minister to at least mention that under which provision, under which this provision of the Constitution, as well under which entry, either it is a Union list or under the concurrent list. If it is there, then it will help the August House to discuss it properly. And secondly, I would also like to suggest that in the bill, because in the repeal and saving, the provision has been made that Act shall not affect validity, invalidity, effect or consequence of anything already done or suffered, or any right, title, obligation or liability already acquired, accrued or incurred, or any remedy or proceeding in respect thereof, or any release or discharge or from any debt, penalty, obligation, liability, claim or demand, or any indemnity already granted, or the proof of any past act or thing. This relate to repeal and saving, but at the same time, in the act, when this act will come into force, whether from the date of the passage by this August House or from the date it is published in the Government Gazette or with any specified date. So it is required to be mentioned. So these are my opinion to the Honorable Law Minister. Thank you very much, sir, for affording me an opportunity to participate in debate. Thank you very much.
Thank you.